Otherwise, what is there to gain in Sahaja if you see from a material point of view? I would also say for doctors, you see, it's easy to tell them this happened, they got cured. They must be getting frightened that if this Sahaja is going to cure everybody, what are we going to do? How are we going to earn? After all, we've studied for 7 years, spent so much time, and now this Sahaja is curing everybody. So, what are we going to do about it? And they could be quite frightened, and they must be thinking that better not have anything to do. I know of one doctor who himself has no practice, but he's after Sahaja because he thinks all doctors may have to starve. It's not so. Of course, Sahaja is definitely curing people, even our mass, it can cure people, no doubt. Still, there are so many left for the doctors to cure them. So they shouldn't worry about that point. But one thing is definite, if you are a doctor and if you know Sahaja, you can easily help the patient to be all right without going into diagnosis or other procedures you have. There are very, very simple methods. But I tell you, it's a business now. Medicine has become a business. When we were studying medicine, we had to remember each and every prescription, every word of it, and the doctor had to prepare it, and the compounder had to make it, and the doctor was responsible. But nowadays, there are industries which are creating these medicines. Like these antibiotics are prohibited to surgeries. But for anything they'll give you antibiotic. And it's a very, very dangerous thing to take antibiotics. But for doctors it's very easy, just prescribe antibiotics and take the fees for that. So the whole thing has become so industrialized. Everything is an industry. Even if you have to buy seeds for your farm, you have to go to some industry. In the same way, medicines have become like that. And the naturalness by which some of the things could have worked out very easily, very cheaply, you cannot do it, because for the doctor, unless and until he prescribes something very high potency sort of a medicine, he is not regarded as a great doctor. Under these circumstances, we are now Sahajogis. I would say the Sahajogis must have full faith in themselves. First of all, they must practice Sahaja at least for 10-15 minutes. And there is no need for you to go to any doctor, no need to purchase any medicines, no need for you to get diagnosis done. Like the other day we had a doctor who is having a hospital, kidney hospital, and he is doing dialysis. So this doctor came to me, he is now having a kidney trouble. So I said, doctor, I'll cure your kidney on one promise, that is stop dialysis. Because you know that by dialysis you are not going to cure anyone. He says, I know that. But before person dies, dialysis means he must become absolutely a bankrupt. Because he has to pay for that dialysis, no money for his children, no money for his wife, and he just dies as a bankrupt, giving all that money to this dialysis machine. So he said, how can I do it? I've bought all these machines here, so expensive, and now what can I do it? I said, you give it to somebody else. At least you will get your money back. No, you see, I've invested so much money. So the thing has now become an investment. As Sahajogis, as Sahajayoga doctors, we have to think how we can reduce the problems of this world. If you start everything weighing in money, then it won't work out. If the doctor just thinks that I have to cure this patient, he cures that patient. Just say without taking any money. It's very difficult, but suppose he does that. Without taking money, he cures that person. Now what happens? He might think, Mother, how can I earn? You have to believe that this is divine power. Now, still we are sometimes on this mundane level. This is divine power. And the divine power provides you with everything. Now believe me in that. You want money? You will have money. No problem. Which way you will have? You can't say. Anyway, suddenly you will have money as much as you like. Whatever you need money for, you will at least have that provision. So this faith has to be very strong. What Rajesh has told or these people have told is true. But they have a complete faith that this divine power will give everything. So once you have that deep faith within yourself, I cannot say you can just bring the faith and put it in your heart, but it is to be inculcated. You have to meditate and inculcate this faith within your heart, that we can do all these cures without taking any money, without anything, but there will be money. Money for your use. You won't become a rich man like Ford or anyone, but you will be a sensibly paid fellow. You don't have to worry about money because you are a Sahajogi and that how can you work mother when I have no money. You just try. I tell you, they have told so many miracles of health, but about wealth, if I have to tell you, it will take at least 100 days. But somebody was writing miracles about wealth, and the whole thing came up so much on my head. I said, forget it. You cannot publish it. It's so much. Everybody has gained, you know that. Somehow everybody has gained a lot in wealth also. So health and wealth. But above all is your spiritual wealth, which is the one which gives you joy.